Oh, um,
So
so
welcome to Benjamin Sardik's Tuesday Hangout, or I guess Thursday Hangout on Tuesday, as we've been doing for the last like 6 months or so. And I'm here with Luna.
and
Hi,
we
Luna.
don't know. Hello.
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, wait.
We just
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Ben is there.
Hey Benjamin,
How's it going?
Hi.
it's going great. We
Great.
started right on time.
Yeah, you did. How's your week?
Pretty good. I just went to the computer recycling place to buy a rugged laptop because I wanted to get my hands on one.
Cool. How are you doing,
Behold.
Luna?
Uh, uh, Not so well with my research, but fine.
What happened?
Not so well with my work, but
Oh, really? Sad to hear it.
yes.
What happened?
No, it's nothing that bad. Just not having good results.
Oh, good results. Okay.
Well, sorry, by the way, I didn't share much about my actual problem statement because it's like you cannot share the ideas until they are like published.
Yeah,
It's like,
that works. Yep.
yeah,
What do
sorry
good
about
results
that.
look like generally, though?
Like having empirical experiments that show what we were expecting theoretically, but that's not what it's happening.
So something was going against your expectations.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm not able to code it correctly, if that's the problem, or our hypothesis is incorrect.
Yeah.
It's probably DNS.
DNS?
Yep, it's always DNS. At least it was
What's
with
that?
that Amazon issue. Hey Annie.
Oh,
Hi.
hi Annie.
How's your week, Annie?
Good. I guess. I don't know.
How's
Everything
your?
blends together. Like when people ask me that question, I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember. I guess it
What about
was.
your sweater?
Yeah, I wore it. Actually, I washed it, and after I washed it and I put it on my dress form and just let it hang there, the fibers relaxed, and now I like it better. Like it drapes. So I actually
Um,
wore it when I went to family dinner. And I wore it out to the two different grocery stores, and a whole bunch of people stopped me and said that they loved it. So,
Oh, sweet.
yeah. So I guess I could get used to it, but it's like it's kind of you have to be in the mood to wear something that conspicuous.
oh, my
Yeah, yeah, it does
conspicuous.
stand out.
Oh,
Mhm. Mm.
what happened about your blood pressure medicines? Did you have
It
to follow?
yeah, it's kind of working. So the top number is fine, but then the bottom number sometimes is still 85. It's kind of stuck there. But then
Oh,
I've had some good days where it's below 80, so it'll be like, 107 over 78, which is perfectly fine. But it has to do with my hormones. So I had a few really good days, and then my hormones feel gross. I feel like off, and then it goes back up to like 110 over 85. So I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. I walk the dogs a lot, like either 30 minutes to an hour, about 6 days a week. 30 minutes as if like it's really raining or I feel lazy or something. But then I also started adding in jumping on my trampoline, which I really love.
oh,
And so that when I walk, my heart rate is like above 100, it's between like 100 and 120. But when I jump on the trampoline,
Mhm.
then it goes up to 135. It's more like running. So I wonder if like a little bit of exercise at a higher heart rate will help it go down.
Oh, nice. And is did that doctor prescribe any medicines or just
Yeah, yeah, I took medicine and I don't want to, you know?
oh,
I'm
okay.
not even 50 years old. I'm kind of embarrassed by it. I don't want to take blood pressure medication because I'm pretty healthy. You know, my resting heart rate is
Mhm.
like 45 and I exercise a lot. So it's just it's my it's my hormones causing an upset in my nervous system that's making the blood pressure high. So I'm trying to find ways to get that under control. And I got a referral to finally to a doctor that just specializes in the hormone issue to try to
Oh,
figure
right.
out if I want to is it because what can happen you can do nothing if you have all the hormone problems and the symptoms, or you can get into sort of like polypharmacy where they treat all these different things. They're like, you got to take antidepressants, you got to take anti-anxiety, you got to take blood pressure medication, and now your blood sugar's high. So we're going to put you on, you know, some like metformin or diabetes drug or something. I don't have
Oh,
high blood sugar, but so you can go that, some people go that route, or you could just like take a little bit of transdermal estrogen and a little bit of
mhm.
oral progesterone, just like low doses, and it fixes all of those problems at once instead of, you know, getting into all. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do and what symptoms I can live with and which ones are I just can't live with. So
I see. So
yeah.
you're experimenting.
Yeah, experimenting and also finding a doctor that knows what they're doing.
Oh,
A doctor
Yeah.
that's also willing to respect you enough to listen to you. And
Yeah, yeah. It's just a problem because, you know, when you talk about hormone replacement therapy, what the doctors are taught in school, even now, is like, it's like maybe 3 days or a week of education. And the information they're getting is still based on a 2002 study that's completely flawed. There's so many problems with that study and they just haven't updated. They don't know the information, so it's like 50-50. Some doctors know the information because they have sought it out, you know, especially if it's a women's practice. If they see tons of women, then they educate themselves on the updated information. But just like regular doctors, sometimes they just never, they don't update, so they don't know. Yeah.
oh. There should be some system in which experienced doctors have to like share their findings or something.
What
Well,
they do
they
is just they don't have the
yeah, they
time
do.
to study that. I can find the find because published in the journals, but still, they don't have that
Yeah,
time to read it, and they're working at least 12-hour shifts anyways.
they are required to do continuing education to keep their license, but you know that's
Mhm.
they don't always study the thing that you need them to study, you know, and so there's a lot to know. But yeah, my plan is to get off of that blood pressure medication because I'm just way too young for that. It's embarrassing. I don't want to be taking those kind of drugs.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, this is behold my Dell Latitude 5414 I got from Evolution Cycling today. So this is the first rugged laptop I've been able to get my hands on, and it's gonna be much more durable and easier to prepare to my other latitudes, such as this business class Dell Latitude 61 something E6320. So I got a rugged latitude. I'll probably get another one if I like it. I just have to play around with it. The way these refurbished recycle places work is you buy it, and usually if it works good enough, you keep it and you have 2 weeks to send it back. And usually it's by mail, but since it's a local, I was able to get it same day, and I saved on
Oh,
shipping.
Cool. So, are there any, like, is it, it's working fine? Are there any issues?
I haven't been able to install my distribution on it yet. It has Linux Mint on it. I still need to play around with the boot setup, but it posts fine. The battery health is reported by the BIOS to be good. So I still need more time to figure out how the whole thing works. I could,
Oh,
I know how to open it, which is something Blue could show me to do since it's there. So this is actually the front of it over here, and opens like this. Now it's all kinds of all the ports are covered, so it's kind of like a suitcase. So if I want to open something, I tab it open like that. But yeah, with the refurb market, you pretty much buy it to try it, and if you don't like it or it's something broken, you send it back. Then you get the money back. But I'm just glad I could find a place local to me, so I could at least have something intact. I want to at least look at it first before I bought it, if I could, and I did.
she really seems to be enjoying that.
Yeah, I gotta keep her entertained and spend her energy every day. She's got a lot of energy.
Um,
And she's finally starting to be a little bit more mature. She's letting me write in my journal in the mornings, and she understands that there's a morning routine, and we're just going to be quiet for a while before we go on a walk. Yeah. Yeah, it's been really nice the last couple weeks.
oh,
Danish, we call it hon. Okay.
I heard Tomas broke the ceasefire already.
Obviously. Did you think? Did you think it was gonna
Yes.
last?
I thought it was gonna last at least 1 week,
Yeah.
but I was wrong. It's a good thing they're putting money on it.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's still kind of semi-stable or whatever. Makoy. Ish. Ugrata vit. Well, I'm doing like a training week now, and then now I have to walk back with my all my gear. Fun in the firing range.
oh, so it's at a different place?
Yeah, it's a different base right now.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a different base, do you meet all new guys, or do you just know a lot of the same guys from week to week?
This is like a different what's it called, platoon as well. So it's different guys here.
Mm.
So like there's like this new program basically where it's like they they take people who aren't really in the army but have done army, like that just want to
Mm.
do reserve duty, and then they assign them like a region where that might get attacked at some point in the future, like in future October 7th. And
Yeah.
that way, if an attack ever comes, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know the people you're with, that kind of thing. So
Mm.
it's like an extra
Okay.
thing that I'm doing. Yeah. So like if the region that we're in gets attacked, I know where to go. I know the people there. I'll have a a locker with some equipment, and then because like it took way too long for us to respond on October 7th, so they're trying to
Yeah.
fix it. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you don't have a gun behind every blade of grass like we do. So
Right. So now we are starting to. Yeah.
so I found out the secret behind all these this chatbot boom, the chatbot money, that pretty much all the megacorp tech companies are loaning money and resources to each other to look more valuable.
That's my machine gun.
Oh. Oh.
See it?
Yep,
yeah.
I can't touch it.
Yeah.
I'm
correct,
constrained. But
correct. You
yeah.
cannot
Well,
touch on stream.
oh, YouTube rules.
Yep,
Mm.
Yeah, you can roll.
Oh.
I
yeah,
can show
you're
you the
not on
gun.
kick either right now either because there's an issue with something. So
But
Mm.
yeah, it's heavy, and I've got all the gear with it too, and I've got a long walk.
How
How long of a walk?
Well, I'll let you know when I get there.
Oh,
okay,
is it like? Does it make you feel winded?
No, I don't think so. Just annoying.
Yeah.
It's like I got a car. I can take my car, but they're not going to let you in the gate without a special permission, and they're not going to give you a special permission, even though there's tons of parking. You know, all that kind of SIBS.
Yeah.
Yeah. First world problems.
how long
do you
did
have
it?
a bike? Do you have bike rental places there? You could be cheeky like that.
What? Do I have what?
A bike rental place?
A bike rental place? No, not in this area. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to learn how to operate it? The guns.
So here we just did a course that was 1 day, but yeah,
Oh.
the same gun I had when I was in, in the army, like 15 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. But yeah, like I guess like we had a whole bunch of people doing the course, and I was the only
Mhm.
one that was able to pass. And
Oh.
so, well, because like we're not like 18-year-olds anymore, you know. So
You read the manual, didn't you?
what?
You read the manual to operate that
No, it's
PMQ.
not about the manual. It's about being, I don't know, being able to pull off what you need to pull. Like you need to run, and you need to do all kinds of exercises, and then you need to shoot, and you need to score a certain
Okay.
amount of targets. Like hit the targets properly. And
That's
yeah, it wasn't that hard from my perspective, but no one else was able to even do it in time. But
mhm.
yeah, they just sort of talked to the instructor, and everyone passed in the end. But they technically didn't.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, my current manager was a sergeant major in our army, so he wouldn't have liked that. He wouldn't like to hear that. Gave everyone
Yeah.
that pass through, even if he didn't hit the targets, which was I think he had 99% big requirement to hit. So
Right. But I mean, technically, it's supposed to be like 3 or 4 day course, and you're supposed to do like the challenge, like the challenges at the very end of like on the fourth day, and like they just took one day. So, anyways, we had to go
Oh,
back for. I passed everything on the first day, but we had to go back for a second day, so that everyone else could also fail again and again until they were just like, okay, fine, you passed. Yeah. There's this one guy. He's a younger guy. He's like 25 or whatever, and he's got the SF down. Like, and he like talks like he's like badass and all that kind of stuff. But then when he goes in the firing range, he doesn't hit shit, and it's just like he's got like everyone respects him and treats him like he's like this top soldier or whatever. And like I see him shoot, and he's like just so off. Anyway, it's kind of funny how
I'm
like the
sure they'd
SF.
rather more like you than people who actually do the job.
Right, but he's got the
Jen.
SF down. Like he's super SF. Just thought it was funny.
Well, at least it's not stolen value. He's in there, so
Yeah. You have a gun, Hank?
I can't disclose. I can't confirm
Of
or
course
deny
you
at this
can.
point. Yeah, I
Of course
could,
you
but I
can.
don't feel like it.
Are you against guns?
No.
No.
And
How about
I
you?
can prove. I can prove I'm not against guns. I have an NRA hat. I can show you that.
Oh, okay.
We have a rifle. And no, I'm not like generally against them, but we do have a big problem here with people having automatic weapons and
Yeah.
mass shooting. So
Right.
So
I guess I would think like some kind of regulation should
Yeah.
be well
Something.
enforced because there's crazy people here.
That's true.
And I mean, especially in schools, it's scary. I would be afraid, you know. Like
Yep.
my
no,
sister, I don't have kids, but my sister does, and I'm like, and she has. We both have anxiety, but I think hers is more, and I don't know if she thinks about that, but it would freak
Right.
me out. Yeah.
no. If you
And
can't find the link in the description, you're dumped. Links in the description. If you can't find it, you're dumped. I'm not kidding.
that's the beginning and end of your first relationship, Hank. How you feel?
It's not over yet. If she can't find it, she's not dumped yet.
Ah, okay.
Maybe that's not
Yeah,
the
I
best
mean,
relationship strategy.
right.
Yeah.
Would you date someone who can't read a description?
Yes, I
No,
would.
I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't know. No, my masculine SI would be like, "You idiot, figure it out." No,
So yeah,
I remember one time a post in Facebook where someone was saying what qualities of a mate make you feel emotionally unsafe, or have you ever felt
oh,
emotionally unsafe? And my answer that came to me immediately was that one time I had a boyfriend who had a pressure cooker and he left it on the stove, and he went to
oh,
work and he left it all day with the pressure cooker on, and that made me feel unsafe. And like that's the only answer I could come up with, and they were like, no, emotionally unsafe. And I was like, I don't know, I just want someone who's competent. you know
yeah. If it's not a if it's like a electric pressure cooker with its own governors, fine. That's okay. It still can light on fire, but it's a much lower chance. But on
no,
the
this was
stove,
just on the stove. He was
yeah,
just
you can't leave.
absent-minded.
You
Yeah,
can't ignore stuff that's on the stove, and
it was,
you
yeah, an
barely ignore
electric
stuff that's
stove.
yes, and you barely ignore the oven either because if something just there, it can light up on fire. But no, you can't leave stuff on the stove unmonitored.
And another time he hung a hook in my massage office, that you could hang a coat on or a purse or something. And he just put it in the drywall. He didn't like anchor it or put it in a stud. And I mean, that was the beginning of the end. I was like, come on, dude. you know?
That's yeah. Russ is
But
the
were
complete
you in a
opposite.
cabin somewhere?
Yeah.
Were you in were you in a cabin in the woods?
No,
Who
Okay,
has
no.
it's not
drywall in a
acceptable.
cabin in the woods?
There's no,
Ah,
yeah, cabins
maybe
don't
they were
usually have
glamping.
drywall.
Maybe they were
That was
glamping.
what.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just need like certain kind of competence, I guess. And I couldn't be with a chaotic like another ENFP that's really like crazy and chaotic. One of the high play ones. I just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
If they forgot things, and didn't file their papers on time and stuff, it would just because their SI, tidal waves would build up and then it would be if we were a family, then that would be my burden. I wouldn't be able to handle that.
We had this one ENFP today who was like being kind of a word Nazi, like being like, "Oh, this is the word we should be using, and we're using this word and all this kind of stuff." And like after he left, my friend was like, "What's wrong with him? Like, why is he?" I'm like, "It's just some people that's important to them. Like, it makes them feel safe and stable to have
Yeah.
words they can count on." Yeah.
Just tell them that you're racist and be done with it. So, nope, I'm racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. Next request. It always works for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I knew he was an ENFP, so I was ENFP, so I wasn't like freaking out about his weird SI thing. But like everyone else was like,
I think there's a lot of people who can't control themselves, so they try to control everyone else. I think I even have a thread. Yeah,
I
you do
mean,
have
definitely SI is a controlling thing. That's for sure. Like it's a security thing. I don't know. What do you think, Annie? I don't think he's
Yeah,
trying to
both.
control people.
Um, yeah, for me it's security and safety, and I can get controlling when I feel like that's threatened.
Right? Like
Yeah.
having someone use the wrong word. Like the other guy was just like, "Hey, words evolve. Like, look up etymology. Like, it's fine.
hmm
Words can mean different things today."
Yeah, that I do agree with. That words do evolve, and you shouldn't be really stuffy about it.
Right.
And like using prepositions at the end of a sentence, whatever. I do it all the time.
Okay.
Like you're not supposed to say where did it go to, and you're supposed to say like where has it gone, or yeah, stuff like that, because language evolves.
So yeah, this is a thread that Brownsburg agreed to have published. Um, he pretty much just accused me of being a LARPer and being surrounded by LARPers, just like I guess all of you, because I'm surrounded with all of you.
I
Um, what do you do? Just to sum it up, he didn't get anywhere, and I blocked him temporarily from my private message because it's not for drama, and he just retaliated by saying, "Call me a LARPer," and I just asked him who I'm allowed to hang out with to satisfy you, and he never gave me a straight answer. The whole thread. So
Is
he
this
still has.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, Browns boy. That's Browns boy account.
Well, oh, he watches this sometimes. What's going on
Yeah,
with him?
yeah. He tried to make drama in my private messages. My private messages are for drama. So I blocked him out with temporarily. After this conversation, he hasn't made a mess in there, but he's trying to control me because he can't get his internet under control and go on panels
אני,
himself.
הכל
So
בסדר. עוד מעט אני מגיע ואני באמצע שיחה. בסדר. תודה. הכל טוב. עוד שנייה הגעתי. תודה רבה שהוצאתם. חמוד. תודה. Someone offered me a ride. I was like, I'm almost there. Don't worry about it. Like, can I take your gun? I was like, no, I got it.
so only a couple miles left. Visit
Yeah, just a couple.
kilometers. I mean.
Oh.
So I'm still waiting on balance boy. I also talked to Gen X Jeff, and he's willing to deliver a drama course as soon as balance boy gets back to us, so we can just keep asking for a list of people I'm allowed to be on panel with without being a LARPer. But literally, I just think it's a false accusation to mislead people. So.
So, are you sure he was trying to cause drama, or is that just your read on it?
Well, that what though it was my prior messages, and I think I blocked him out once, and he leaked it out of retaliation. Then I just tried to call me an idiot or something similar to that. And so my prior message again. When I said I didn't, when I was talking about prepping for my debate against Jack Talcott, and then he wanted me to do something about his chat room, which well, I'm a moderator there, but it's his YouTube channel, so I moderate the way he wants me to, or he'll take away my moderation powers. So of course I'm not going to. Plus, I also had to capture chat don't matter, so I'm definitely not going to bring up the chat room in my debate because I'll be a hypocrite because I always say chat don't matter. So I'm not going to really do anything about anyone's chat because it doesn't really matter. What matters is on the panel. So I'm definitely not going to bring up doing a debate that's serious, which is a surveillance debates, quote, no secrets, which is ridiculous. It still needs to shop for a host. But there's still.
I think you lost your girlfriend, man.
Good.
Good.
I mean, my standards were really low. I mean, I even dropped the link, but you should be able to read the description like everyone else. Literally, everyone else here was able to read the description.
Well, you can't say you've never had a girlfriend now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I could say I dumped her as well. But yeah, I'm not gonna be taking a direct insult or something that doesn't matter to me in my private messages. It's just not gonna happen.
So that's why we have one less viewer this week.
Oh well.
WASF says you need an AI girlfriend. Can she join a panel?
If she's expensive enough, yeah. But why? Yeah. I don't really like chatbots that much. People are annoying enough. Why would I want a simulation of a person?
Right. Well, because they're less annoying than people.
I don't believe that at all.
They can be. I mean, look at Brown's boy. You wouldn't have blocked an AI chatbot.
Oh no, I'm freaking hair trigger temper blocking chatbots. So.
Ah, okay. Well, the technology's not up to par yet, then, for you.
Yeah, it's not. And it's a bubble, so. is in a bubble because it's just an excuse for Nvidia to sell GPUs to everyone. Then everyone to buy. What is everyone else? They're just washing each other's clothes, so they can say, "Well, GDP's up. Give me more bank money. Put out some more money for us."
I
We're
saw
gonna
something about stochastic computing and how it might be useful for AI because it wasn't useful for anything else ever, but now it actually might be useful for AI. Looking up.
use stream random bits to represent continuous values, long complex calculations before. Is stochastic computing sounds a lot like quantum computing, except it uses classical data types.
Right.
So
Something like that, yeah. You run the program over and over again with random information, and then if whatever comes out at the end is a probability algorithm, and that's basically what the AI is doing anyways. It's looking for the weights to find the lowest. What's it called? Free energy? No, it's something else. Anyway, something like that.
yeah,
They're
you mean
doing essentially the same thing.
it's not using stochastic computing to do that. It's using something different mechanism.
Yeah, it's using precision and precise computing, which takes a lot more. Like you want randomness in the stochastic process,
All right,
and here you
maybe.
don't want randomness. You want precision. Anyways,
Well, I'll look into this.
yeah. Who invented it? I think it's like von Neumann, maybe
I'm on the Wikipedia page. Let me see who invented it.
back in the day.
Yeah, but no, Von Neumann wrote a paper on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Von Neumann. His oldest
right.
one on this reference.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy.
Yep.
But
Wait, there's one
they're
more
saying
older.
that like the
For,
human mind might be a stochastic process computer and not a precision computer.
there's one person older than that on the thing. Um, Petrovic
Ah,
Siljak wrote a paper called Multiplication by Means of Coincidence.
right, right.
But Von Neumann's pretty old there. He's only 1 year later. So I would give him credit too.
Yeah, it's just interesting that you can use reality to do calculations instead of forcing it into a box. You could just use its natural
Oh,
occurrences. Yeah,
but that would mean that we could just use the digital audio converters of our microphones already to do stochastic computing because it just gets data from the environment. So it's something we could do with no computers.
yeah. It also means you can run things at much lower power.
Yes.
Have have your gates tripped at much lower like it doesn't matter if you accidentally have a 1 or a 0 because that's what you're looking for anyways, the randomness.
Yep.
Yeah. Why did I start talking about this? Oh, for AI. Yeah, and the GPUs. So yeah, we might be, if that actually ends up succeeding, we might be getting rid of GPUs for AI.
Yeah, like we did for that cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency is still doing GPUs, no?
Um, the shit coins.
The shit
Not
coins.
yeah, that's the shit coins. Not the bitcoins anymore. It hasn't been using GPUs in any serious measure for the last 5 years.
So, what are the bitcoins running on?
And they have specialized ASICs chips
Oh,
built especially for doing secure hash. And I actually need to do more research on how does guess the R&D to production pipeline even works because I really don't understand it. I don't understand how who designs these machines, and I don't understand how I can't really explain really well how I got that rugged laptop for only $120 with all the work that went into the R&D process. I know it's really old, but still, it doesn't make too much sense. I mean, I watched a video on how it took millions of dollars to make a plastic fork you can get for free, and to replicate it just takes a lot of money. I'll get that
Uh,
video link.
when you're assembling hardwares, how do you like? I never feel confident that I'm understanding exactly what I'm doing with it. Like, how are you?
It's like Legos, except you could destroy the machine if you do the thing in the wrong order.
Yeah. So how do you like uh, get to know that you're doing the right thing? So
I read the freaking manual that start with.
okay,
Then I don't. I try to keep the power off for as long. Well, most of the thing. Most of the time, I'm doing something.
okay.
Yeah, keeping the power off is a good move. I'm surprised you had to even say that, Hank.
Well, I had to remind everyone.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so about the ceasefire, like if it's still kind of holding, but if it ever stops holding, then there's no more hostages. There's nothing holding us back from doing what we need to do this time. So it won't be
Finally,
very, yeah, it won't be very smart for them to break the ceasefire because it will really just mean their end.
well, I hope you mean it this time. Otherwise, it just say, "Screw Israel." You're just wasting our money.
Right. I agree. Yeah, maybe I'm a bit winded, not a lot.
You don't sound like it. You sound fine because you're talking. So,
Yeah.
but you're still walking though. I thought you said you were almost there.
Yeah, I'm kind of there. I'm looking for the entrance now. It's like all
Is
gated
it
off.
like would you probably think in kilometers? Do you know how many it is?
How many clicks?
I I didn't
I
count. I don't know.
a click is 1 kilometer.
It's probably not that many. I just have to find the way in now. What weight vest do you wear when you walk now? Any?
Now I'm not wearing one, but
Uh,
I started out with a 20-pound one, and then I went up to 30 when I was doing that. And I still have them, so if I started over right now,
that's
I'd
like
I'd
half your
have to
weight,
go.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's, a lot of people would say like it's maybe too much, but I don't know.
Right.
I mean, it felt fine when I was doing it. But I also heard that like it doesn't there's like a real law of diminishing returns with that. It's like you acclimate to 20 pounds and then 30 pounds. And then it's not really doing that much, but I don't know. I would think it would make your butt and your legs stronger, because you're moving all that, especially like uphill and stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure on the
And why
treadmill
did
it does make
I?
a difference too.
Yeah, and I guess I stopped. So I did that for quite a long time, and then I think when I stopped was when I got COVID. That really set me back. Like it changed. It was like a big cardiovascular setback. Um, that seemed to last for quite a while, and I just never took it up again. And at that point, I had given the 20-pound vest to my mom's boyfriend, so he had it. So I couldn't start over with the 20-pound one. And then he gave it back to me because he said it, and he's a very strong walker, but he said, I don't know how you do this. This is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
He just thought it was way too much. And he's a super strong walker. He walks up a butte that's
Right.
like a wild
But
trail that's really
he's probably heavy too. He's got his own weight.
no. No, he used to be and he lost a bunch of weight and he's like pretty good shape, pretty slim for his age. Yeah, 30 pounds isn't half my weight though. It's it's well, I guess it's
Very strong of
a
you.
quarter at least, maybe.
Right.
Well, what's 30 times 4? God, I'm so stupid. 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than a quarter of my weight.
Yeah. Third, I don't know. 3 times 3 is 9. 90.
Well, I weigh more than 90 for sure.
Really? Okay.
Wait, what am I doing my math wrong? I don't
No,
know.
I don't think so.
Okay. But 3 times 4 is 12, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm wrong about really simple things like that, and it's just crazy how
Yeah,
stupid I
me
am
too.
with math.
It's between the third and a quarter then of your weight.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What have you been processing this week, guys? Anything interesting? Walk away. באתי ברגל. לא משם. הלכתי לאכול כי זרקתם את כל האוכל.
לא היה לך אוכל.
ואז גם הבאתי לזה המברגר כי הוא גם לא אכל. בסדר. Sorry, I'm back and people are talking to me.
Oh, that's fine.
How dare they?
Well, I was thinking something this morning. Do you know how a lot of young people, especially young men, they'll have this idea in their head that they're not going to live past 25. Like they think they're going to die young, Have you heard young people say that?
Not recently.
I don't know.
I don't know, I've heard quite a few young people say that. And I think it's that
There is
they just
some.
can't they just can't conceptualize being old, so maybe that's why they can't see it, and because they can't imagine themselves older, they just think like, "Oh, I'm going to die young." You know, I'm going to live an adventurous life and I'm going to die young. Well, I've been having the last couple years all these dreams. It seems like I'm shuffling through and processing my whole life. And like quite a few times I've woken up with this feeling that that I'm on my way out. And I don't know if it's just like metaphorical, like yeah, I literally am on my way out. I mean, I'm halfway through, or it's this kind of feeling like no, I'm going to die pretty soon. like within the next 5 years.
I mean, I've heard people say that, I think, to be edgy. I don't think they actually believed it, to be honest.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just noticed this trend in my dreams. Like I'm hardcore processing my entire life,
Yeah.
like
Like usual.
childhood and everything.
Like
I
usual, yeah.
guess, yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I do feel after lockdown, the sense of nostalgia has been stronger for me.
Hmm. Why do you think that
Nostalgia for?
is?
The sense of nostalgia, like processing old memories, has been really stronger for me. I didn't used to be able to access a lot of old memories to that much depth.
And why do you think why do you think it happened after lockdown?
Maybe just a lot of time spending alone,
Yeah.
reflecting, like a muscle developed.
Yeah.
Maybe you felt like those times are over or they're being taken away from you because of lockdown or something?
Mm,
Like you took them for granted before? Like those memories weren't unique, like they could happen again? I'm guessing, asking.
yeah, maybe I changed as a person, so some memories cannot happen again.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't have a lot of memories I want to keep, so pretty much I'm focusing on what I can do new with the stuff I already have and what I can get rid of.
about your debate
I
game.
think a lot about I've been thinking a lot about the 70s and 80s too, and even the 90s and the early 2000s. Just like thinking
Mhm.
about how different it was,
Right.
like remembering 1980, so my memories go back pretty far. It was just so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost a lot of the media from the early 2000s.
Color choice was weird too back then.
Yeah. Yeah, what did your kitchen look like when in 80 whatever?
Like wallpaper and stuff too. Remember that? There was
Yeah, yeah,
wallpaper
wallpaper was
everywhere.
huge. Yeah, yeah. But really, just I was thinking last night when I fell asleep about this time, I would walk from my grandmother's house to a dime store, is what they called it. It was sort of like a drugstore kind of thing.
Right. Where everything cost
Cheap.
10 cents.
Well, maybe it was like the precursor to dollar stores. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, called a dime store, and you could get little, you could buy a little plastic toy or something. So I'd, get my cash and walk over there. And I was all of a sudden thinking, like, my goodness, how old was I? I would not, like, nobody would let a child walk from my grandmother's house to that store now. It just wouldn't happen, you know?
Yeah.
But back then, no, I walked everywhere, walked across major streets to get to the candy store, just walked all over the place.
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a lot of signal, the noise ratio. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities local to me, but there's a better signal coming from very far away. Some would waste resources going there instead of right where I am locally. So we're trying to figure out how to filter through who's what resources are what, figure out what resources are where because it's just not clear
Well,
as
you don't
much
want a
as
signal if you're doing stochastic computing. You just want a noise. You don't want a signal.
I'm not doing stochastic computing. I'm doing
Ah,
logistics.
yeah, yeah.
So I want signal. I need write like a start script for my what- what's that program called? Fluid Sense, yeah, Fluid Sense, which is a MIDI service.
The other platoon I'm in, the second in command, his sister took his gun and shot herself last week.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's like on accident or
Nope.
intentionally?
intentionally. Yeah,
No.
and yeah, he's in trouble now because he's not supposed to let other people have access to his gun like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't just standard issue saves.
What's that?
Don't just standard issue gun saves or something.
No, you can buy a safe. They're just kind of clunky and expensive, and I don't know.
Do you bury yours so no one can touch it?
No, you're just supposed to like keep the ammo separate from the gun and take out the firing mechanism or the firing pin or whatever when you're at home. But nobody does it. I don't do it. I I even like leave my gun by accident someplace, and my daughter's like, "Hey, do you want me to bring your gun?" I was like, "Yeah, bring it." So I would technically also be in trouble if I got caught
All
doing
right.
that.
Well, hopefully you don't watch
Yeah.
your shell.
Well, yeah, but everyone
Or
does it. Like nobody. I'm saying like nobody really. I don't know. The culture doesn't really do what you're supposed to be doing.
typical. And I usually end up being the one guy who does things by the book, and I'm just wasting. Sometimes I'm wasting effort, but a lot of times I'm actually protecting myself. But still, just a lot of investment to do things right. I guess it would be worth it because his sister would have to kill herself with pills, and that's slower. So
I also just got stuck in the sand again because I listened to other people.
yep,
I have to stop listening to other people
exactly. Or at least have a
What do
better
you
ways of
mean?
venting.
Like, what do you mean? Literally stuck in the sand?
with my car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
okay, yeah.
don't I guess bad route.
Well, like we were off at a firing range area, I guess, and my car was parked like within viewing distance. But like, no, there's Bedouins in the area. They can steal the stuff from your car. You've got like army issue stuff in there. You can't just leave it there. You should bring all the army stuff here or whatever. And then someone was like, just bring your car here. I was like, I tried, but the sand's too bad. He's like, no, I know a way. Anyways, I wasn't even going to stay there. I was just staying there until the food was served. So I went to get the car and I got stuck in the sand. By the time I got it out, everyone ate the food and they already threw it out. And it was like I should have just left. Like I shouldn't.
How did you get the car out of the sand?
Hello. Hi. How was
No.
everybody's day today?
Oh, you're not broken
Um,
up with.
we answered that
Just
question. We want to hear about the sand.
huh?
Yeah, how did you get your car out of the sand?
So
What?
this time, someone came with a.
How is your day? You didn't answer my question,
Wait.
Hank.
I
Wait.
know, but Noah, we're gonna hear about the car first, how Ben got it out of the sand, and then we can go around and say how everybody's day was.
Okay.
Okay?
Um, like those like cloth cables or whatever. Like what do you call it? Ropes?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
ropes,
yeah.
but it's like flat ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, a cargo strap.
right. A cargo strap. There you go. So
Yeah.
we attached the cargo strap between my car and a 4x4, and he just pulled on it. That's
Oh,
it.
okay, that's good. I'm glad you had help because if you
Hank.
have to do that yourself, it's hard.
Yeah, I had to do that myself
Hank.
once, and I basically used a jack to lift my car, and then I put something underneath the wheels, and then I did it to the other side, and then I was
Mm,
able to like slowly roll it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hank.
Yeah,
What's up, Noah?
How is everybody's day today? My day was really a good a a good day?
Yeah, my day was pretty good. I went to
What did you do, Hank?
I was about to answer your question.
Sorry.
Went to Evolution Recycling and I got a rugged Dell Latitude 5414 because I never had a rugged laptop before and I wanted to
What's
see
that?
one.
I'm sorry.
I'll show it to you right now.
Ben,
It's this. It's this. There it
it's
is.
that? How is that? That's really cool, Hank.
Yes. It's a rugged laptop.
Laptop.
Let me
That's cool.
put myself full screen. Yeah. So I just got it today. I didn't install my distribution on it yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the install done, but it's heavier and more durable and easy to repair doing a similar business class.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this one has a handle and this one doesn't have a handle to start with.
Hank, what is that?
What do you mean by they're laptops. They're both laptops.
That's cool. What do you do? What do you actually they do with them?
I do most of the stuff I do on this desktop except they have batteries in them. That means I could take them
That's
somewhere
cool.
else.
And who is this the girl on this panel?
Let me get myself up full screen. Alright, everyone's back.
What?
That's Luna. Yeah. Have you not met Luna before?
She's been on the panel with Luna before, multiple times.
Yeah.
How was your day? Let's talk about your day.
It was okay. I found some bad results in my work, but it was okay. How was your day? What made it good?
Good. I went to my day program. It went so good.
Oh, what is Mario Day program?
What made it good, Noel?
I went to a nursing home to interact with them.
Oh, cool.
And yours, Ben? Benny?
My day?
Yes.
I don't know, kind of uneventful. I was just doing
What?
training all day.
What is that?
What is training?
Yeah.
It's practicing scenarios that you might run into during a war.
Is it hard?
Some people would say so, maybe. I don't know. A lot of it is sitting around and waiting for your turn to practice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Is it?
Did she work today?
Me?
No. That's her.
Me? I didn't
Yes.
work. I don't work on Tuesdays, but I work all the other days. And I worked yesterday.
How was that?
It was pretty good. I liked the clients, especially the first one. She was talking a lot and she has a poodle also, a big poodle like mine, who and her poodle is also called Hazel.
Oh,
And she's had a bunch of different poodles and she told me different stories about them and some of them were rescues and one of them lived with an old man and the old man died and then the poodle was in the house with the body for 2 days and
Wow.
then the
oh no.
poodle was just like screaming and crying and the neighbors came and rescued her and found that the old guy had died. And so then she ended up with this poodle and um had about 4 good years with that poodle, and
How
then
is that? How is that interesting? How would that be interesting that the poodle and the man died? That's interesting.
well, it's just I don't know, I was just thinking about it. I had questions like how did the poodle react? And so I asked her because I always wondered about that. If you live alone and you don't have any friends, but you have a dog or something, and then you
Hmm.
die, like how would
Yeah.
the dog feel? What would it do? How would it react? Or like how would it call for help or get out of that situation, you know?
Did it eat the guy at all?
Did he eat the guy?
No,
No.
no.
I think
So
cats do that.
what was going
Cats,
on
yeah.
with that the man?
He was just old, you know. He was like 80 something or 90 something, and probably just had a heart attack or an aneurysm or something.
80
I saw a
something?
working
Like
dog here that was a poodle the other day. I've never seen like a poodle working dog before.
Well, they're the second most smartest. The smartest is border collies, those sheep herding
Right.
dogs. And yeah, poodles are highly trainable, you know, for like rescue and in
poodles are. That's
yeah,
interesting.
you can teach them all kinds of stuff, you know, like finding bodies in an earthquake or,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh.
all kinds of different stuff.
And so what about the second client? I'm sorry.
I liked her. She was a little bossy. I don't know, something I might have been in a bad mood, but so the two massages that I was doing yesterday, they were for really extreme discounts. So I don't get very much money for them. And sometimes I can have a bad attitude because like I'm struggling so much financially, even though I really do love my job. But then this one was kind of bossy and like directing me, and I was trying to sort of um talk to myself like, well, she's a younger generation. She's probably just good at asking for what she wants, you know, whereas like I'm
Blaster, yeah.
not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not so good at speaking up and saying like, "Hey, could you do this or do that?" But there was this one moment, like I've been doing this for 20 years. I know what I'm doing. I was absolutely paying attention. So I was finishing her left leg and I massaged her foot with my foot, and then I got down off the table and now it's time to turn over. And she said, "Wait a minute, you skipped my right foot. Can you go back and do my right foot?" But I absolutely did it because I remember looking at the clock because this was only an hour-long appointment, really, really short. So yeah, I have to pay attention. And it was 30 minutes and 38 seconds. And then I moved to her right foot and I was a little bit late. And so I realized, like, well, I got to spend, you know, like 90 seconds on her foot. And then I need to get moving, you know, because I need to get back, you know, go through all the phases of the massage and make sure I spend enough time on
And
everything.
did
Yeah.
she and did you do it correctly?
I did it. I didn't skip her foot, but
She
she
thought
was
you
just
did.
like she was dreaming, or you know, sometimes people get so relaxed they're just drifting off, and I just kind of like laughed about it and I said, "Oh, I'll do it again," but I absolutely did it. I remember because I was there. That's what I said. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And so, why do your the back is hurting? These people's lower backs are hurting. Like, why? Do you have an answer for that?
Yeah, I mean my lower back hurts. It never did when I was younger.
Yes,
It
same
oh,
mine.
yeah, a lot of it's because of core strength, because you know as we get older maybe our core strength isn't as good, so that's a
What
good
does
thing
that
to.
mean?
It's like exercising all the muscles of your core that support your spine, you know? So different exercises that would make your abdominal muscles stronger and like your side abdominal muscles and your back muscles. If you keep those strong, then it supports the spine better.
And so, in my class, yoga class, it doesn't heard it. So my back, it feels really good.
Yeah, that's good because generally yoga poses are specifically designed to be, safe and healthy.
A good way to strengthen your core too.
Yeah.
Your core, what is that? What is that? What's that? A core like into your back or what is?
No, it's
It's
these muscles there, and
yeah,
this.
Oh,
all your core muscles that go around, your stomach, it holds in your organs and the smaller ones that are closer to your spine that support your spine and stabilize it.
that's it. That's really interesting. Like a long time ago, my back didn't hurt. Why is
Hmm.
that? That's interesting.
It's just gravity, when we're younger, we have a lot of muscle mass, we're more flexible, and then over time we have this gravity pushing us down, on put it compresses the spine, we might get shorter, and then at the same time as you get older, you could lose muscle mass.
What is that? Like why is that? That's my question.
It's just because life is a bitch. It's just how it is. You get older and like you start to deteriorate. I mean, you can take preventative measures to, stay ahead of that and just stay super healthy, but if you're like most normal people, we just kind of lose some strength over time and we lose some health. It's just how it is.
And you're gonna be having a busy day tomorrow too?
I have to go to the doctor again. I'm getting some kind of vaccination. Like is this hepatitis vaccination? Hep B? I didn't even
What
know.
is that? What does that
You know,
mean?
I really don't know, but it's like a three-part thing, and I think I'm getting the second or third shot.
What?
I I don't know, they just told me because I needed a Tdap, tetanus and pertussis and diphtheria. It's called Tdap. They gave me that, and they said, "Hey, you need this Hep B thing also." So I was like, "Okay, whatever." But then I found out it's three-part series, so I keep having to go back to get another shot. They're like 3 months apart or something.
How is yours the dog doing?
She's a lot better. She's sleeping right now, and she's getting more mature. She's starting to behave more, and she's getting smarter. She's starting to listen and do what I tell her more often.
Are poodles like pleasing? They're trying to please you?
Poodles are what? Poodles are
Well,
really
so their personalities are all they have so much personality, and they're all different. We were talking about this earlier. Like one of the things we're working on with Hazel is recall. Like you tell her to come, she doesn't always come. She thinks it's really funny to not come and just be defiant. She has like defiance in her nature.
Right.
And we were talking about Cedar and how he was kind of neurotic, but he was so eager to please. He was
who's
like a
that?
try hard. Cedar is my old dog who died this year, and he was 15, so he just died from old age. But he
Does he
he was
have the problems your own dog?
did he have any problems?
Yes.
Yeah, he was neurotic. Yeah, he
What
was
is that?
neurotic and like just nervous, and he also had he felt kind of insecure, and so he would sort of be defensive around other dogs, because he felt insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he always aimed to please, and so if you told him, "Come here," then he was so enthusiastic about it, and it was almost, like, annoying how hard he was trying to please all the time.
I think border collies kind of want to please you, but they're also just attention whores. Like they just always want your attention.
Hmm.
They're very
Yeah.
they're very active too.
And they want a job. Yeah, they're looking at
Yeah.
you all the time. Like, what do you want me to do next? Just tell me what to do. I'll do it, you know?
And so, what was the kind of the dog was? Your own dog?
All of my dogs have been
Are
poodles.
poodles?
Yeah, except when I was a child, I had a partial, she was part border collie and part Springer Spaniel.
How was that? How was that dog? That dog was okay?
Yeah, that was a dog that my father got, and she was really eager to please. She was a little bit codependent, especially when she got older. She just followed me everywhere. She was just always right beside me, and it kind of could be annoying sometimes.
Yeah. That's what I know from border collies. That kind of
The
behavior.
Yeah.
the poodles are really easy to take care of, or no?
No, they're challenging,
The challenge.
but if you like them and you like that challenge, then it can be a good match. You have to keep you have to keep them entertained and give them a lot of exercise, and they also need a lot of attention. They're not going to want to be left alone for a lot of hours of the day. So it's probably best if you have a poodle, then you don't go away to work for 9 hours and leave them alone.
It's
So they
also easier with
would
a
they
puppy
would
poodle,
be
right?
like what? They would be like so crazy inside a house, or
They might be kind of sad, but I think that's why some people get them in pairs. So they'll get two poodles and then it's okay. They go to work for 6 or 8 hours and it's all right because the poodles just snuggle with each other and maybe play together a little bit.
does yours dog listen, or does she? Is it a bad dog? Sometimes does
Well, she's
poodles get bad?
yeah, she's a puppy. She's only 8 months old,
A
and
puppy,
so
okay.
I can't really say she's bad. She's just young and full of energy, and she's still learning.
Is there any kinds of these poodles? I haven't heard
What do you mean?
like any types of the poodles. Is there a name for a poodle schnauzer, a poodle?
Oh, you mean the mixes? Yeah.
Yes,
Like
yes.
like a a labradoodle is a lab and a poodle, or a golden doodle is a golden retriever and a poodle. And there's cockapoos, which is
Never heard of that.
yeah, that's a cocker spaniel poodle. There's all kinds of mixes.
What's your dog kind?
She's just a standard poodle. Standard poodle means they're big. It means they're a certain number of inches high and usually within a weight range. There's also one called a Moyen or a Klein that is a bit smaller, like, and then there's also mini ones that are smaller, and then there's super, super tiny ones that they call teacup poodles that are very, very small.
Is it really hard to train them, the poodles, when she first got that poodle?
Well, they're
Is it
smart,
hard?
so that makes it easier. I would say they're easy to train, but you still have to be intentional about it. You have to want to do a good job and show up and be consistent and put in the hours. But they're so smart, so you can teach them to do something very quickly. Like a poodle puppy, you can teach them to sit right away, as soon as you get them. And they're really easy to potty train as well.
And how did she was the get that dog? I'm sorry.
I went on a service called Good Dog that it has a whole bunch of people that are selling puppies, and they have to meet certain requirements, like health requirements and stuff, and like have certain breeding standards, to where they're, treating the mothers and the puppies well. And you go on there and you just type in your zip code or your state where you're looking for a puppy and what kind of puppy you're looking for, and then you can find them that way.
And what the shoe made to get a that dog? What's
What
what
mate?
made you to get that dog? Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, when I was like 20 years old, maybe, I got a standard poodle and I just like them the best. So I just like standard poodles. And when I was looking at the puppy pictures, there was her, the one I got, and there was another one, another girl that was a little bit bigger. And I don't know. When I saw her picture, I just knew that was the one I wanted. Just wanted her. Even though she's the
How
runt.
old is her? The dog?
She's about 8 months now.
Eight
Yeah.
month. Well, 8 months.
Yeah, when I got her, she was 8 weeks.
And excuse me, the other guy, do you have the uh dog?
Anybody else have a dog on here?
Not right now.
No, didn't had
The cat.
some.
Cats. Do you like the cats? Cats?
I haven't tried one yet.
I had a nightmare about a cat last night.
Like, why? About what?
Mm, well, I was laying in bed and in real life, but also in the dream, laying in bed, and I was just drifting off, and then a cat jumped through the skylight, a black cat, and landed on my chest. So it was a real jump scare. Like I felt the surge of adrenaline in the dream. And then this cat was very, very mad at me because I had forgotten that I had a cat and I forgot to feed him for like a month or something. So he was just on the streets, like eating bugs, maybe eating a mouse if he could find it. And I just totally forgot I had a cat because I was so fixated on my poodles that I was playing with and feeding. And so the cat was very mad. And so then I went down the hall to where his food bowl was and I gave him some food. And I felt really guilty about it.
You have the cat?
No, I used to have a
Oh.
cat called Toulouse, and he was really great. He was the coolest cat I've ever known. But he also really annoyed me because whenever I would sleep at night, he thought it was fun to wake me up and like hit my face and just mess with me. And so I had this boyfriend who was moving on, and I said, "Hey, you really like Toulouse. Do you want to take Toulouse with you?" And he did. He took Toulouse. And then I saw that visited that boyfriend maybe like 7 years later, and he still had Toulouse, and I got to see Toulouse one more time. And then after a while, eventually Toulouse died because he was very old.
And you were having a dream last night of a cat?
Yeah, yeah, the one that jumped through the skylight and landed on me. Yeah.
How was that? That was interesting or it was scary?
Well, it was different because I usually would never say that I had a nightmare because I have dreams that are anxious, so they have a lot of anxiety in them, but I wouldn't really call it a nightmare. But this one really was a nightmare because when the cat jumped on my chest, it really gave me a feeling of adrenaline, like a feeling of being scared. And then also there was a lot of other just creepy imagery in the dream.
And sometimes your dreams can okay or go. So is it a wheel? It's like a wheel one. Did you have a wheel dream ever?
What do you mean a real dream? They're all real and also not real at the same time. You
Did you
mean did
have?
I do you mean did I have a dream that came true?
Yes.
Oh, sometimes little things, and it happens like often enough that I don't even remember a specific example, but sometimes it'll happen that, like for example, maybe I'll dream about sweet potatoes, and it's like really, really random. And then for some reason, my partner decides to buy sweet potatoes at the grocery store, which he wouldn't normally do. We just don't eat a lot of sweet potatoes, something like that. So, like, you might have a dream about something and then that thing appears, or you might have a dream about a friend that you haven't heard from in a while, and then the next day maybe they call you.
That like so that's weird. Is it or no? Dreams
I,
is
yeah, I think it's pretty common. I don't know. If you talk to other people, I think that, these things just happen sometimes.
did you have like a good dream before?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a dream, not last night, but the one before, that there was this healing person, lady, and she put some kind of powder, like it was like a classroom situation, like in kindergarten, where they have all the mats on the floor and you do nap time and you lay down. And there was other people in the room. We were all laying on these mats, and this doctor healer person came around and put some kind of powder on my left side, like on just the side of my torso, just smeared some powder on. And when I woke up, I just had this feeling that like it really was medicine or it really was healing, even though I didn't understand what it meant. I just felt really good about the whole situation.
And what are you gonna do for
Wait! We're
Halloween?
getting raided. It's OTW announced a raid alert.
What is
What does
this?
that mean?
What does that mean?
That means he's forwarding. Someone's forwarding their audience to here. So let
Oh,
me check on YouTube.
What
What
does
could be
that
going?
wow.
mean? What
You
does
mean
that
what
mean?
YouTube is?
No, what is that means he is gonna what is he gonna do?
That's forward his audience over to here.
That'll be interesting.
Well, maybe it could be on Benjamin's channel. I'm trying to figure out where. Well, it's on my channel. Yeah. Oh, today watch my Nightbot hates all caps. So
Dog. Hank, what are you gonna do for Halloween?
nothing really.
No, nothing, Hank.
Yeah, nothing.
Why? Not pass out the candy?
This I live in the boonies. There's no one to pass or candy to unless I do
You live in a
trunk or treat.
what?
The boonies. I live in the country. So unless I go to a trunk or treat, there's no.
Country. You live in a country.
Yes. So unless I go to a trunk or treat, no one's coming. And spend my money to buy stuff to give away. I already give enough stuff to these YouTubers. So why should I give away stuff to the neighbor kids too?
Oh, so there are kids in your neighborhood?
Yeah, it's kids in every neighborhood, but they don't do trick or treating because it's too far
I see.
away. It's a waste of effort. They could go to a trunk or treat or go to a mall or go to a dollar store. Just more
Uh
efficient.
huh. So they're not close by.
Yeah, we don't get the kids either because we live like we're in an alley. So we don't have like a porch or a porch light or anything.
Why? Why you don't pass out candy or trick or treat?
Because we're in a little cottage that's in a backyard. And so we don't have a front porch. It's like there's just an alley out there and there's a big fence that we open to pull the truck in and out. And so there's no front porch to come up to. So nobody comes.
Then what are you gonna do for Halloween? Just nothing?
Yeah, whatever I want, probably. I have an appointment earlier in the day, and then I might get Russ to make something nice for dinner, like something some fall kind of food, like a soup or something like that. I bet I'll probably eat a piece of candy or something.
Noel, what are you doing for Halloween?
I am going to my friend's the party and go trick or treating with me, my boyfriend, and my friends, and his sisters.
Yeah, my clank doesn't like all caps.
Why? I
Uh,
hate.
that's the default configuration. I I could probably program it to accept it, but that's kind of dumb. Oh, just turn off your caps lock. Mm, so where chat moderation. Alright, excessive caps. I'll disable excessive caps for you, OTW, since you did the raid. But it's gonna come back on next stream. So I just time out. Oh, how do I whitelist links? Yeah, the Nightbot allows you to permit links somehow. Why don't you, Dater? Neutral ground. Now the Machine Lights has a short show Tuesday rather than a music stream, as far as I know. Let me check his description, see if he has what he's covering. The light of the future, chats, cast the shadows of tomorrow, one step forward, two steps back, and Babylon 39. And
What is this, Hank?
that's
What
the
are we
machine.
watching? That's the
Well,
machine that what?
the machine lies. That's the show he's doing tonight. I'll go ahead and put a link in the public chat.
Public chat, Hank.
But you didn't write.
And your show will be over with now?
No, not yet.
At what time?
When not when I feel like it, or Benjamin feels like it. I will have a set schedule.
What time is everybody is right now?
Can't you calculate it yourself? Don't you know most of everyone's time zones by now?
No.
So yeah, the Machine Lives is covering Hegel, Marx,
Machine
Marcuse,
lines.
Scribner, Livingstone's, and MK Ultra. On this panel was kind of nothing. Yep, that's a good point. I'm gonna do something if everyone else isn't gonna do anything. Now, how do I wire that through? Is that peak weight? No, it becomes an SDL, wouldn't it? Yes, an SDL. Okay, there it is. Let's turn the volume down some.
What's up there, TLML? What's your favorite debate you've ever had, Hank? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's the favorite debate I ever had?
What is this? What is this game, is Hank?
Let me answer that first question first from Benjamin. So the favorite debate I had was when I went on to Answers with Atheism and Crush for Atheist right before Jim Bob did it worse than I did. So I did. Then I think my second favorite was going against Steve McRae on his show.
Didn't you have a debate yesterday or something against, like last week, something?
I was training for my debate with Talcott. We
Right.
didn't do it. We didn't schedule it yet. Uh, I wanted Breakfast Tacos to host it, but he wasn't interested because he's too busy trying to play massive multiplayer peekaboo. I asked Dusty, and he didn't. He's too busy with his Andrew Wilson garbage. So I'm probably gonna have ask the Machine Lights to host it. But I'd rather just go ahead and get the rest of my get the rest of those transcripts, and the people who says they can help me don't want to help me with that. They want to help me with their. They want to help me help them get into chat rooms. Or something stupid like that. I just need those transcripts where I can clip. Reference Talk was telling Talcott change his password, which is a secret, so I could show Talcott that he believes in secrets. He has intuitive sense that he needs secrets to live responsibly in this society.
And Hank, what's the game?
Little and Andy Alon's from Pico Rate
What
out.
is this? Is this game is about?
It's a Monster Hunter game. I'll give you a
What do
link.
you do?
You hunt monsters and you fight with them.
Is it
I'm going.
hard to
Not for me.
for you?
Yeah, not for me.
TML says he'll host it.
I knew he would host it, but I just don't want to. I didn't want to bother him because he has a busy schedule and stuff. So.
Right.
And
It's
I know there's a bunch of people want to do blood sports channels and all that stuff. Jack wants more people who hasn't seen them already, but I didn't want to bother him if I could avoid it. But it looks like Dusty doesn't care because I don't want. He doesn't want the show that I have more control over
Hank.
Jack than he does.
Wait. Who is this? Are we talking about Hank? No,
Dusty,
Dusty.
Power Dusty. I think he banned you from his channel, as far as I know.
No, he did. He did not.
He did not. Okay.
And do you like him or no? Powder Dusty.
I do like him, but I was hoping he would get follow up on getting Jack and I a platform for our debate, so I can smoke Jack. But fine, I'll just take more prep time. But I really could beat Jack without prep time. I just want to destroy him so thoroughly that he realizes that this is stupid. Yeah, it was funny. But no, tell Sean to shut up. So. But I want to smoke Jack so thoroughly he just realizes, well, secrets are necessary for peace. And I won't be able to do that unless I could show Jack already knows that, already has intuitive sense for the necessity of secrets. And how surveillance is not good. At that, you can overdo it. We don't need a panopticon globally everywhere to have peace. Let me get the link to the game. Yes, I did want to talk to you, Browns boy. So
Brown
Browns boy,
boy.
yeah,
Who's
Browns.
brown boy?
That's a good question. We should look into that more. Um, hey, from Browns boy, Hank Oflameo. Do you mean Foul State the scammer didn't help you? No, wait. Well, you really didn't help me either. So are you a scammer too? I don't get it.
What?
Well, I'm for being careful with my words because I want to be able to demonstrate my claims. Calling it anyone you don't like a LARPer and a scammer really makes your words weaker. So, so I do not mean Foul State the scammer. I don't mean that. Don't make me do the Jack Talk. Don't make me do that, bounce one. I'm gonna hang a lampshade on this claim and just move on.
How is Jack? How is Jack, Hank?
I haven't checked in on him recently. I gotta do it later.
He went out on a date with Margot.
I don't know or care, to be honest.
Snafu told me that.
And I don't trust a thing he says.
Why, Hank?
Well, Snafu Snaps claimed that I was streaming live with a child, but I knew it was him calling me, and I proved it by asking him, "Where's the Guardian? Show us the Guardian," and he hasn't done it yet because I already knew at the time it was him. So that's why I don't trust Snafu, among other things, with the gatekeeping, tell me what panels I'm allowed to go on. There's a number of reasons not to trust Snafu further than control him.
That makes sense.
But yeah, get well soon, Snafu.
Let's play this game. Where are you, Hank, in this game?
Freaking, I don't know how long the game is, so I can't give you a good answer. If I beat it already, I could give you a good answer, but I have not, so.
This game is hard.
I don't know.
This is your the first time the playing this game.
Yeah, I haven't beat it a single time yet, and it's not really well reviewed, so I don't know how long the game's supposed to be. So I can't give you a good answer on where I am.
And so you playing this on your computer?
Yep.
Do you ever get frustrated on not getting good at something really? In
All the time.
oh,
You get really, Hank?
Yes. But then I just go harder so till I get it. So yeah, you get frustrated when I don't get something.
That game
do
is so frustrating. It's so hard and
No, not this game.
frustrated.
No, not this game. I mean, Hypervoke isn't working right now, and I'm probably gonna rebuild that, and that's annoying. This is the first repository Hypervoke didn't just work out the repo. I don't feel like sending anything back. I know I could just build it and have it work, but that's still annoying.
you get stuck at it uh, like they call in OPS not able to grow.
But yeah, Brownsboro, I'm still waiting on that list of people who are so-called actors. And especially bringing them on panel right now.
Huh?
Speak the fire. Fire. Wind. That's out of nature.
What about you, Annie? What do you do for Thanksgiving usually? I think I asked you this last year. It's in November, right?
Wait, yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's my favorite holiday because I like to eat,
Ah,
and it's different this year because my sister and her family are going to be in Europe. They're,
well,
I think they're going to Belgium. Yeah.
okay.
Um, and so she's not going to be there. So it's going to be a little different, but we take different parts, like I usually make green bean casserole, which is like
Okay.
like a trailer trash version. It's like a can of cream of mushroom soup and canned green beans and these like crunchy deep fried onions on top. And my mom makes cornbread stuffing, and Russ is making. So this year we're doing it just without my sister, so it's going to be like just maybe just four of us, maybe just me and Russ and my mom and her partner. And Russ is making the turkey because we have 3 turkeys in our freezer, and these are from last year. For some reason, whenever Thanksgiving is over, he can't help
Right.
the sales, and like he
Right.
bought 3 turkeys. I'm like, Russ, when are we gonna eat these turkeys? We're not gonna roast them in the summer because it's too hot. Um, So anyway, my mom said Russ has to do the turkey this year because he's got so many. But normally my mom gets the turkey, and then it's
Wow.
sometimes a bit higher quality of a bird, like a nice, like organic turkey. But these are just grocery store turkeys that Russ got. So, and I usually make pecan pie, but last year I made pecan baklava, kind of a cross between baklava and pecan pie. And it was really good, and it was a big hit. Everyone liked it, so I'm gonna make that again.
Huh.
And yeah, we usually just like eat and talk about stuff. Sometimes play a game. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
know.
it's my favorite, and then my other favorite is Labor Day, which is a really weird thing to say, but I like Labor Day because it's the day when I think about getting ready for fall, and I always chop some wood. Even if I don't need to chop wood, I just do it just because it marks the beginning of the season, which is my favorite season. So,
It already passed Labor Day.
yeah, we already did it.
Yeah. Mm.
My glad I switched all my underclothes to black. That way I don't have to worry about wearing white after Labor Day.
Uh, yeah. Oh, I
That's super
heard
freaky.
about that. That rule doesn't apply anymore, and I heard about where it came about. So, New York is like fashion capital, but back a while ago in the 70s and 80s and before that, and even a long, long time ago, it's just a filthy city, like so dirty. And so you'd have all of these fancy fashion people, they would go summer like in the Hamptons or whatever and wear white, and their clean summer clothes. But then after Labor Day, they go back to the city for autumn. And you don't wear white anymore because New York City is too dirty. So that's how it came about. But now it doesn't matter. You can wear white whenever you want.
That
As
makes
long as you keep
sense.
your pants. Yeah, it's just as long as you keep your pants clean.
Well, Pittsburgh's I guess it's clean now, but it used to be a really dirty city too, so it would still apply. Um,
Yeah, I think all cities used to be a lot dirtier when we were burning a lot of coal and, had dirt roads and carriages and stuff.
yeah, so let me explain that bounce way what I mean. So Hank, bounce way says, Hank, you asked me to give you a list of what panels you can't go on them, and tell me how to tell you what to do. I'm not playing it to you the life games you learn from liars, larpers, scammers, and actors. So someone ran into me. So here's my point. If you're not going to give me a finite list or of who you suspect I shouldn't interact with, then you're
Give him the
wasting my
ST.
time with
Yeah.
conspiracy games.
Yeah, don't give him the NF. Just give him the ST, Browns boy.
Yes. So give me a final list of so-called known actors you prefer me not to interact with. Otherwise, you're not doing your part. You're making me do your work for you.
Oh, it's his
And
work to tell you who to interact with and not to make the list.
if he wants me not to interact with them, it's up to him to tell me the full list of who he doesn't want me to interact with. That's right. And after that, I'll decide whether or not I'll interact with them. But if it's going to be leaked to me like a conspiracy games, like I've been doing an alternate reality game, then I just refuse to play it because there's nothing in it for me. I'd rather play this game right here. This little Endiodons. I'd rather play with these monsters, these demons.
So Ben, I'm guessing if I asked you your favorite holiday, you would say that you didn't know or you didn't really have a preference.
But like I said, I might respond to this last one.
Yeah.
I told you.
I mean, I guess your favorite is whatever one is coming up, right? Or whatever one you're celebrating at the
The
moment.
next one you're looking forward to. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Something like that.
Yeah. So Browns White did, but also said, I told you I don't want to tell you what to do. I just think you shouldn't buddy up to liars, known scammers. I'm such a bad person. Well, if you don't give me a list, you'll end up on so-called list. How about that?
Everyone,
How's that for self-reference?
and so I like that one because I can actually eat the food.
Wait, which you would cut out? Which one is it?
It's a holiday. It's Shavuot. But it's a holiday where most people traditionally cook like a dairy meal, and so I can eat the food. So I like that one.
Yeah. I still don't understand Purim after like looking into like what is that all about. But I know my friend Seth often has a party
Purim?
with
Yeah.
adults, dressed up, and there's usually cocktails and stuff. But I've read different explanations. I don't really get it.
Yeah, it's not an easy, like it's a very deep holiday. It's it came about, okay, the end of the first exile was when Purim happened, and then afterwards Jews came back to Israel, and basically like the whole book of Esther explains what it is and why it happened, and then why we celebrate it. So if
Why
you
do you
read the book
dress
of
up
Esther,
though?
it would make more sense, I guess.
Yeah, but why dress up?
It's short. It's only 10 chapters. Yeah. It's like showing, it's a mask mostly. I think it's hiding your face, because the whole idea of Purim is like you don't see his face. The entire book of Esther doesn't mention God once, but then they say throughout there's no book that explains God better, I guess. I don't know. It's like yeah, like Esther herself means hidden. She was hiding her identity as well, and Haman was hiding his plans, and I don't know. There's a bunch of connections to it.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of banquets. Like the whole thing started at a party as well. The whole story starts at a party, and then it ends at a party. Yeah, it's a holiday to celebrate
Hiddenness.
a series of events. Yeah, it took a long period of time, but I guess it ended on, or that was the day that Haman rolled dice basically to figure out what day he was going to execute all the Jews, and then on that day he was executed instead, and so that's the day you celebrate it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a spy thriller novel.
Yeah. It's short. It's not a novel. It's just a short story. Have you ever gone to one of his parties, your friend Seth?
No, he lives in Jerusalem. I just see the pictures online.
Yeah.
He's the one that is the journalist over there.
Wrote the book or something too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about him a few times.
The other day he posted a
And you
picture
know
that
him
he
from
drew.
school.
Yeah. He posted a picture that he drew when we were at school, and I remembered it. I remembered seeing that drawing hanging in the gallery. It was just so weird to like recognize, picture
Uh,
from 30 years ago.
he's an artist.
Sort of. Yeah.
He's an
I mean,
artist.
I think it's what he's. I think it's one of the
Yeah.
things he does. He's very OE. I think he does a lot of things.
Right. Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, I guess it's sort of similar to Halloween in the dressing up sense.
Yeah. And I haven't done that for years. I used to be so into it because I love the creativity and I love
Right.
Halloween costumes that are clever. I used to put so much time and energy into it.
Yeah, it seems like you
But
would. Yeah.
yeah, but
You'd
I
make
don't
your own
socialize
costume.
anymore. Yeah.
Uh,
So then I make so many other things. I just channeled that creativity into other stuff.
what would you dress Hazel up if you were to make Hazel a costume?
Oh, well, I am thinking about giving her a different kind of haircut because I've seen these beautiful pictures of, My Little Pony. You
From the
know,
80s. Yeah.
yeah. Well, if you have a white poodle, you can dye them. And I've seen these poodles that are elaborately shaved and dyed to look like My Little Pony.
Oh
And
my God.
I don't want to put her through that. I'm not going to dye her hair because I would have to lighten it. And I don't believe in that. I mean, I believe like
Right.
maybe it's okay if you have a white dog to dye them once a year. But yeah, I'm not putting a dog through that. But I did see a really classy picture of a poodle, a lot like Hazel, that had just a horse's mane, like kind of a mohawk, but they let that hair grow out like a mane down the back and it came to a point. And then also it had the natural tail, like what Hazel has, that was all grown out. And so it just made it look like a little horsey with a mane and a tail. And that since I groom her anyway, that's not going to bother her. It's actually less shaving because
Right.
there's more of the hair grown out. So I was thinking of doing that. And, Cedar was all kinds. He had long dreadlocks just on his head for a while. And I've had him in a mohawk and just little things like that just to make him look fun.
Right. Would you go to the groomer and ask for those haircuts, or you do it yourself?
I love getting her professionally groomed, and now I have a relationship. But we go to the same groomer every time. Hazel feels comfortable. She wags her tail whenever we go there, and so she does that on an 8-week schedule, and then in between, I just touch up her feet and her face. And so I would just tell the groomer, hey, what do you think about this? And I think she'd be excited. She has poodles also, and I think that sometimes they like it when they get to do something kind of different and interesting.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot of money I spend on that, but I don't. At this point in my life, it's just such a relief to have someone else do that because it takes like 90 minutes and kind of hurts my back, and I don't have all the same professional equipment that they have. So
Yeah.
it's been really, really amazing just paying someone to do that for me.
Have you ever tried exchanging a massage for a dog groom?
I have thought about it, but I don't really like to get into trades. I just don't like trades. Yeah.
You hate bartering. You just like the money.
Well, so I had a dream about that too, and a lot of times that's connected to play last. The reason I don't like to barter, because I know someone who's some kind of EP and definitely high play, and she's always on Craigslist, like I have this thing, like I have this laptop, make me an offer, and she's just like wide open, like she's willing to negotiate. So that means she's comfortable if someone says like, I'll give you a broken bobby pin for your laptop. She's super comfortable saying no. Where I don't like to make those decisions. I want it to be really clear. Like, this laptop is $300. That's it. You know, just it's very the rules are very clear for everyone involved.
Yeah, you don't leave it open for negotiation or bargaining.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really clear so I don't have to assert myself or use any kind of blast, in saying yes or no. Um it just the deal is what it is. Yeah, and I had that
How's Russ?
situation where I was trading massage with someone, and then one time she randomly tipped me, and I had
Yeah, I
no
remember
idea
that.
what to do. I was like, okay, so we're gonna pass this $20 back and forth between us every 4 weeks, like it
Yes,
made no.
just yeah, absolutely. You increase your net worth and you ask the bank to lend you more money, like the tech pros are doing right now for the chatbots. So
Mm.
yes,
Well, did you know, like, if you do a barter, like massage for massage, you're supposed to report it on your taxes.
yes.
And I'm like, that just it makes it all. I mean, I've bartered in the past and I've not reported it. Um,
Well, they
Yeah,
gotta figure it out.
but
So
but yeah, now it's easier to just not barter. You give me money, I give you money, and that's how it works.
Sorry, I need to leave. Thank you, everyone.
thanks, Luna.
Thank
Yeah, good
you.
to see you.
Good luck getting the results at work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hank, you got a lot of pets now.
yep. Okay, won that boss fight pretty easily.
Oh shit.
It's too late.
Oh, I was just talking and I'm starting with the wrong color. This is always the border color, and I put it as the center. So I'm just wasting
What
my
popped
own
in my
time.
head? I was like, what, did you leave the pressure cooker on the stove?
No, no, Russ got a pressure cooker though, because he's into beans, and you can cook them a lot faster.
Oh hell
And
yeah!
and so whenever he turns that thing on, um, I leave the building. It makes me feel nervous.
Right.
Is it an instant pot like I do have, or is it something different? I have an
No,
instant
it's
pot.
like a old-timey pressure cooker that you put on the stove, like right on the element.
Nope,
And
I
it,
don't have that.
it builds up pressure and it makes a whistling noise, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It just I feel like it's a bomb and it's gonna explode.
Well, it is. It was literally those were literally used as bombs in that marathon. So
Oh, really? Is that what they
that
used?
yeah, Boston's
Ah,
bombing. Yes, they use
mm,
pressure cookers.
yeah. I mean, I think, statistically the number of accidents with pressure cookers probably isn't that high, but I get sometimes afraid of the espresso machine too. On really high anxiety days, it'll make some little noise, and I remember a story about maybe up in Portland or Seattle in a coffee shop, an espresso machine exploded and some of the people working there got steam burns. So it makes
Ouch.
me afraid.
So you're like Cedar around pressure cookers.
Yeah, I am nervous, and like that's happening a lot with my hormones. It's like not every day, it's just certain days that I have this higher anxiety.
Actually, I bumped one of those.
I am going soon to yoga pretty soon.
Nice.
And so, what are you guys doing tomorrow?
I'm still training.
Huh?
Yeah. Hank's still playing his game tomorrow.
And I'm going to the doctor and I'm working if somebody books an appointment, but they haven't booked one so far.
Yeah. We haven't had Nico on today. We haven't had Manuel on today. We haven't had Chris hasn't been around for a while. Dragon either.
They're at home working on their Halloween costumes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about the gameathon, Hank? Have you been pushing Dragon to do that?
No, I haven't been pushing him to do that. If I want to do the gameathon, I have more than enough material myself. But then I had to dial in and do the thing. But I'm already trying to do a bunch of different things that I can't get help with, so I probably had to dial and do that first. So I'm not gonna try to do the gameathon because I don't see the I can't imagine the payout of doing it quite yet, so I'm not prioritizing it.
Well, the payout isn't going to be immediate. It's going to be building up skills, right? That's kind of what he's doing too.
Well, allegedly, I mean, I allegedly built a whole bunch of skills that I barely use. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm using Linux right now, and I keep hearing, well, we know programming on Linux, we can make so much money. Then now we're hearing, oh, the AI's gonna take all the jobs. So, who cares now? I'm just gonna try
No
to
one
focus
uses
on,
Linux, and the people who use Linux already know how to program Linux.
including me.
Yeah.
And you do use Linux. You're using it right now by being on YouTube, and it's probably also StreamYard's backend. And
You think so?
yep,
Isn't it an operating system? I don't think
yes.
Linux is a coding program.
Well, you can run code without an operating system, but it's really much harder to code without an operating system.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do the punch cards, do the wires. It's much easier to code with an operating system because you can run a text editor.
The goodbye. I'm going to yoga.
I know.
Bye.
I gotta wake up early. Maybe we just end this early then.
Yeah, that's fine. You leave.
Have
I'm
a
gonna
short
win
one.
this boss fight first. Then
Sweet.
then I'm gonna end the show. It's probably start training for Jack Talcott again. I really need those clips, but I don't need the clips. I just want them first.
Oh, have a good week, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bum rush. What the hell is that? Let me see. Oh, it's just rocks. No, it's just a sandcastle. Okay.